popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Rally to Read!
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269 DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
101.7 The Truth. You are officially tapped in with your girl Jazz Tyler. Happy Friday, Milwaukee. We have officially made it to the end of the week. Oh my gosh. And what a week it has been. It has been an amazing week. Looking forward to spending some time to myself this weekend. I do not want to be around anybody. I just want some self-care. If you've been working all week, I know you feel me. Thank you all for tuning in today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 101.7 The Truth. Follow us on social media at 101.7 The Truth. Tap in MKEN, The Jazzy Effect, JAZZIEEFFECT. It has been an amazing week. We've covered a lot. Today we're going to talk about just a brief recap of some takeaways. And we're going to have a Friday kickback. We ain't solving nothing today, okay? Mech and Z was talking about me, y'all. They said yesterday was Jasmine Tyler and Associates. They said I was over here on true crime solving stuff. But yeah, it's Friday. So we've had some interesting conversations, some real conversations this week. And, you know, we just want to lighten it up a little bit as we go into the weekend. So make sure y'all stay along for the ride, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Stay Fair. Let's kick it off with Stay Fair. Stay Fair has officially opened. And if you are like me, you are going to go down there and get those cream puffs. Hopefully we have a safe State Fair this week. This year. We all know how it can be with the youth and with adults and just so many different people in one space. So hopefully everybody can enjoy themselves without any unnecessary drama, right? We don't want any unnecessary drama at State Fair. We want to be able to go and enjoy ourselves and take our families and have a good time. Speaking of festivals, Bronzeville's Fest is still happening. Tomorrow is the last day. Today, they've had the Bronzeville Lunch and Learn. Later on this evening, they're doing the Lit in Bronzeville at Salute Society from 5 to 8. Then the Bronzeville Sleepover for Education, which will take place at Dr. Martin Luther King Drive in North Avenue from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, they are doing the Pancakes and Poetry at Rise and Grind. And earlier this year, I mentioned that, shout out to Bobney, the owner of Rise and Grind. She's actually permanently closing. She's shutting down Rise and Grind. Rise and Grind was an amazing establishment, especially after Coffee Makes You Black ended up closing. A lot of our elders migrated over to Rise and Grind. So we hate to see her go, but I know that she has some amazing things she's working on. So if you get time tomorrow, make sure you stop down to Rise and Grind, 2737 North MLK Drive, hosted by Mario the Poet for Pancakes and Poetry, followed by Bronzeville's Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. At 414 Floral, the Bronzeville Ride. So if you are not familiar with Bronzeville to its entirety, as far as the development, the businesses, etc., at 10 o'clock, they will be meeting up at 1937 North MLK Drive to take a ride on the trolley around Bronzeville. So you get to see all of the work and development and love that has gone into that community. And after that, they're going to have a local legend softball game with Mr. G Clippers and Ray Hill at Carver Park from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Sound like it's going to be a lot of Bengay. A lot of people knees is going to be hurting tomorrow evening when you hear the word legend. We already know what time it is. Make sure y'all stop down and check out the local legend softball game. And then Together We Dream Bronzeville Art Walk from 4 to 7 at Salute Society, and High Hearts, a mono series at Alamo at 6:30, 1912 North MLK Drive. That is going to be the last event for Bronzeville Week this year. Again, shout out to my students at Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy, Kalea Lovett, Edward Lawrence, and Darius Ashford. They all won first, second, and third place during Bronzeville Festival on this past Sunday, performing. They're rappers and they make beats and they be getting it in, and they want some money too. Let me hold something, y'all. Let me hold something. We also have when I say we, I mean the community. Alderman Chambers has a back to school festival taking place Sunday, August 30th from 12 to 4 at the Indigenous Park, People's Park, 7301 West Cortland Avenue. They will have free book bag supplies, a kids fun zone, free hygiene products, free burgers and hot dogs, free haircuts, a bike raffle, health screenings, a DJ, and so much more. These are the type of events that I like to plug because for some families, it's a little difficult around this time, especially with bills and the children going back to school. So while there is, supplies left, and while there is people who are doing events inside of the community, I want to make sure that we are we are aware and that we're spreading this information so that you guys can make sure your students are headed into school the proper way. Next week, August 11th, next Tuesday, will be the primary election. So if you have not gotten a chance to get out and vote, make sure you go cast your ballot, right? This election is extremely important. We want to make sure that we put the right person in office. We want to make sure that we are doing our due diligence. It's been very interesting, right? We know that Mandela has dropped out a couple of weeks ago. There's a lot of rhetoric online about Hong and some previous tweets. The biggest concern I have, one of the biggest concerns I have with her specifically is her attempting to get rid of the school choice voucher, which would eliminate parents like myself who utilize this system primarily because the educational resources that are provided at these schools are beneficial for my children as well as other people's children, right? Not everyone, wants to go to a public school. Some people want to go to private schools. Some people want to go to charter schools. But at the end of the day, the choice should be ultimately up to the parent, The choice should be up to the parents. We should have a choice on where we want our children to attend, what schools we want our children to attend based off of how they learn, based off of their capacity to learn. And removing that would be a hinder, In my personal opinion, removing that voucher will hinder us. I don't believe that it will help us. Also, I seen in the news that Governor Evers stated that he do not believe Hong can beat Tom Tiffany. He does not have faith. And after he has endorsed Crowley, I would imagine he wouldn't believe that she could beat Tom Tiffany. They've also been talking about the fact that Bernie Sanders stated he do not plan on endorsing Hong. This is, again, becoming very interesting. So far, I've seen Crowley receive endorsements from the mayor of Waukesha. He's Also received an endorsement from Win Moore. He's received an endorsement from Governor Tony Evers, as well as some union reps. So he's getting the endorsements left and right. Again, not quite sure how this is going to play out, but I do hope that if you are able to that you do go down and cast your ballot. Again, this is probably one of the most important elections that we've had, especially when it comes to the governor's race. One of the things that I also want to highlight that I've seen Crowley talk about was the mass incarceration piece. And that's something that's extremely important, especially because he is a county exec and he is primarily over those facilities here in the city of Milwaukee. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only county that has, Milwaukee County is the only county, I think he said, that has not a prison or something to that effect, but it was something that separated us from other counties. And he's been doing the work when it comes to that. That is something that I have not heard the other candidates speak about. I have not heard them speak about mass incarceration. I have not heard them speak about finding ways to make sure that returning citizens are being taken care of as they re-enter society so that they can become successful. These are things that I have been paying attention to. And again, shout out to David Crowley for even acknowledging that and being willing to continue to support that. No matter how much we have ill feelings about it or how we feel about it at all, it is something that we cannot overlook. It is a reality, especially if you are the parent of a young black man in the state of Wisconsin. This is a harsh reality. So again, make sure you cast your vote next week, August 11th, for the primary election. We got to go to break. When we come back, listen, I told y'all it's Friday kickback. We've been talking heavy all week. It's time to have a little fun. We're going to tap into the Bucks. Let's see what's happening with the Bucks. Don't touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
Milwaukee Public School families, the first day of school is Tuesday, September 1st, and there's still time to enroll. MPS offers programs to fit every learner, including bilingual, Montessori, special education, and more. All MPS students receive free breakfast and lunch. Enroll today at milwaukeepublicsschools.org/enrollment or visit MPS Student Services at 5225 West Bleeth Street, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you for choosing MPS.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
mark your calendars. Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Interested in volunteering? Visit truthfamilyfest.com or by emailing Sierra, CIERRA.brown@MilwaukeeBlackMedia.com. Special thanks to Educators Credit Union, American Family Insurance, Milwaukee Public Schools, Artists Working in Education, City of Milwaukee, Department of Community Wellness and Safety, and Ascension for helping make this event possible.
Damn, it is exclusive.
Go. Hey, all about my bucks, I guess that I'm going round today.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. Hey, check this out. This week has been very, very, very impactful. Every single day has been impactful. We've had some amazing conversations. But today, like I said, we not solving nothing today, man. Jazz is tired. I want to kick back. I am preparing for the sports season. For those who are not familiar, I played basketball. I played basketball 5th grade through high school, and I am a huge sports fanatic. I know I'm going to get chewed out for saying this, but my favorite football team is the Cowboys. I like the Packers. I'm a default Packer fan, but I grew up in an era where Prime, when he was playing for,
goes over.
Look at Z. Z said it's a wrap. You got to pick up and go home, man. Listen. I have a valid reason, though. I grew up when Prime Time was playing for the Cowboys. And if you grew up during that time, he was undeniable. There is no way that you could not be a Dallas Cowboy fan. Again, by default, I am a Packers fan. But above all, I am a Milwaukee Bucks fan. You understand? And before we get into the fun today, we have to talk about our teams because the Bucks is looking a little different, right? Taylor Jenkins is now leading as the Bucks head coach. TJ Ford. TJ Ford is back in Milwaukee. Yes. Terrence Ford, the former Bucks point guard, drafted 8th overall pick in 2003, is now returning as one of the assistant coaches. And I love that because it's a full circle. You know, he once came here to help lead the franchise on the floor, and now he gets to pour into the next generation from the sideline. That is truly legacy. We also have a new group of players to learn. Braden Burries, Nate Ament, Tyler Hero, just a couple of people who you may or may not be familiar with. But all in all, again, this is a completely new chapter for the Milwaukee Bucks. We know how important Giannis was to the city. We know how important the Bucks is when it comes to not just, the excitement, but also the economic growth in the city of Milwaukee is very important. So I'm eager to see, again, I'm eager to see how this is going to play out with the Bucks. I don't have any biased opinions at the moment. I do feel away because I'm not sure if I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm not sure if we have a roster that can carry us to another championship. And I could be wrong because I am one of those people who do not like when people underestimate me. And I'm pretty sure that the new team that is coming probably feels the same way. What I will say is they're going to have to work their butts off. They're going to have to work their butts off to prove to the fans. I'm also eager to see how full or empty these arenas are going to be. I'm curious to know if the sales has been impacted, the season tickets, because Giannis is no longer with us. So again, the Bucks, man, it's looking, we in a new wave. We're transitioning into something completely different. Speaking of sports, I don't know if you guys see this viral clip that's been going around social media with Pat Murphy, but it was hilarious. Unfortunately, I can't play it for you guys because there's a lot of swearing in it. But when I seen it, it tickled me. Apparently, the pitcher got hit. The pitcher hit person who was swinging the bat in the butt. He did it like twice. He kept saying that he did it on purpose. So much to the point where Pat ended up getting into it with the other guy, exchanging some words. It's always funny to see white people arguing. I'm just being honest. Yeah, you're a real tough guy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a real tough guy. It was going back and forth. Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it. It was hilarious. Shout out to the Brewers. Shout out to the Bucks. Looking forward to and shout out to the Packers too. Looking forward to the sports season. So as we head into the 5 o'clock hour, again, this is Friday Kickback, man. We're gonna kick back, have some fun. We're gonna talk about the Black Household Hall of Fame, and y'all know what I mean. From the Ghetto Olympics to do your mama or your grandmama use your grocery store bags as garbage bags? All of the things, right? I just want to circle back on this week and recap some of the things that we talked about, primarily because we had some amazing interviews, but also there were some gems that were dropped that I don't want to, I don't want them to be overlooked. So the first is the Let Them theory. If you guys have not had a chance to check out any of the interviews or any of the shows this week, you can do so by going to youtube.com and typing in 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. You'll be able to pull up every single show I've ever done. If you've ever missed any interview, you can go back and watch it. My favorite interview, one of my favorite interviews thus far, most definitely was the interview that I had with legendary Homer Blow. There were a lot of gems dropped in that interview. There was a lot of information that he had given about himself. But the biggest takeaway for me, and I hope it's the same with you all, is, at the end of the day, the more you learn someone, the more you understand why they are the way that they are. And even though it sounds very simple and cliche, it's the truth. Because a lot of times miscommunication and misjudgment forces us to behave or act a certain way towards certain people because we don't understand them. It is very imperative that you take the time and opportunity to learn people, right? I'm a person who loves to analyze. I love analyzing people, just humans in general, because it helps me communicate better. And sitting down with Homer, it made so much sense as to why he has these huge birthday bashes for the kids, why he's a prominent figure in our community. There were so many things that forced me to open my eyes to see why he is the way that he is. And I also took that and then implemented it, on the outside, meaning I started to make sure that I took a step back and started to view people, a little bit differently so that I can learn them and learn why they are the way that they are. Another thing that I took away from that interview was the full circle moments, right? It's not often that you get the opportunity to sit across from someone who has impacted your life in a major way. And what I mean by that is the information that was provided to me from Homer, the advice that he had given me, I actually implemented it and it worked, right? So it was a full circle moment where I asked him for advice 16 years later today. And now I am implementing that advice so that I can go on to be successful. So my call to action for that specifically is take the time to learn someone without judgment, without prejudging, without any expectations or conditions. Just learn people, right? And obviously, I'm not saying you have to go around learning everybody. If it don't apply, let it fly. But evidently, I'm speaking to those who have certain individuals in their lives. You want to, figure out who they are so that you can learn how to best support them in whatever way that they need. Don't support them in the way that you want to support them in the way that they need to be supported. We also had a conversation with entrepreneur Kenneth Mays, and his story is amazing. He moved up here from Mississippi at the age of 14, which is, that's a little bit different when you take a child who's going to high school and move them to a different state, the transition can be a little bit difficult. So he transitioned up here, ended up, selling dinners and things of that nature, working his way up to the point where he purchased his business, the Fifth Street Corner Fish Market on 60th and Lisbon. It's the old Red Snapper. Now he is about to open up 80 Proof, which is a bar on Jefferson Street. His story was amazing, but we also had some fun. We had some interesting conversations. One of the questions that was asked based off of something I seen was if someone over the age of 35, if they've never been married in a serious relationship or doesn't have any children, if that's a red flag, right? For me, it is. For some, it isn't. But again, I just be feeling like, what have you been doing this entire time, right? So shout out to Kenneth May. Shout out to Fifth Street Corner Market, the fish market. If y'all get a chance, man, go ahead and check out some of that seafood. It's fire over there. I know a lot of people that grew up on red snappers. If you haven't been, you may be a little skeptical. Don't be. I'm telling you firsthand, I am a customer and the food is fire. We also had a conversation with Philly Flyboy, legendary Philly Flyboy. So I met Philly. Philly actually reached out to me. He seen my music video back in 2011, was like, yo, this is one of my favorite Milwaukee videos, right? And this is during a time where a lot of people wasn't, doing videos or shooting videos. And we did a song together. And then from there, just been plugging me. Hey, T.I. want to do some work with Crystal Kaiser. Let me call Jazzy. T-Pain want to bring Wisconsin Festival there. Let me call Jazzy. Trade the Truth want to do Trade Day. Let me call Jazzy. Every time somebody wants to do something, Philly calls me. I make it happen. We build the relationships. We build the city up, and we bring the resources here. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because a lot of people like to gatekeep. A lot of people don't like to give the information or put you in a position to win. And I've only seen him put the people around him in a position to win without bragging. And that's extremely important to me. So big shout out to Philly Flyboy. We also talked to Sade Robinson's mother yesterday. When we come back, we'll tap into that. And as we head into the 5 o'clock hour, it's Friday Kickback. Talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame, baby. Got to go to break. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler.
Every day, Veolia and MMSD work together to ensure that Milwaukee's water system exceeds the high standard it's held to, protecting Lake Michigan and its rivers that run through our neighborhoods. That's 220 local employees who care about their jobs, running a system that's earned national recognition for excellent performance. But they don't do it alone. They're supported by locally owned small businesses, women-owned businesses, and minority-owned businesses. For 18 years, making our waterways cleaner all the time. Veolia, Milwaukee values, committed to its future.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables. Roll up your windows. Don't leave your car running unattended. Lock your doors and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 101.7 The Truth. Shout out to the chat, everyone in their vehicles who are currently listening and tapping in. We got a caller on the line. Al, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Did your guest say yesterday if you ain't been married and you're over 35, that's a red flag?
So it wasn't the guest yesterday. This was a guest a couple of days ago. We were talking about it. The question came up, is it a red flag if you haven't been married, been in a serious relationship, or had children over the age of 35? I said it was a red flag personally for me dating a man who hasn't been, because what have you been doing this entire time?
Oh, okay, because I was just trying to figure out, because I'm over 35 and I ain't never been married, and I'm like, if I do get married, I'm going to, marry because they're going to fit all my needs and desires. Prime example, if I marry somebody and they already been married, whatever you gave your first wife or your first husband, I'm going to have to get that double because I'm getting seconds.
But have you ever been in a serious relationship, Al?
Yes, I have, but I didn't really get what I want, so I had to let it go. So I'm going to hold out for the big fish, which means I want a certain style of living. I want a certain size of a house. I don't want to hear about all the great experiences that you created with somebody else. Yes. I want to create those 10 times more. I'm not settling for potential. I don't care what you've been through. I want the best. So that, because in some relationships, the people who did marry for love, they're jaded and they're bitter. Because they didn't get what they didn't get what they want. But for me, I'm like, if I do get married, they're going to have a portfolio. They're going to have money. If you got saved by God, I will not marry you, because that means you choose to settle because you're beat down by the devil and you're outdated and you out of touch. And to me, that is baggage. So I want somebody with a big portfolio, big finances, a person who wants to give me the best. I don't want to marry somebody and they just say, well, you went through this with your last relationship, or now you decide you want to settle down. That's not going to help me.
Absolutely. So you don't qualify then. What I mean by that is you had a serious relationship. So when I said, it's a red flag, I know men who are over 40 that has never been in a serious relationship, never been married, doesn't have any children. That is a red flag to me. At least be in a serious relationship or something like that. To me, that shows that you don't know how to commit.
Okay, but is committing even good now today?
It is. It is.
And I'm only asking. I'm not trying to start. I'm just saying, is committing even good today, considering some people got to get high on dope, they got to get drunk to be sexually active, but they can go right around the corner and do it with somebody who fit their needs and desire.
Yeah, I think commitment is the safest thing today because it's a lot going on out here. It's a lot going on.
I know they got soup. Right, because we didn't have 4 cases of super gonorrhea. They got the ringworm STD that came out in Minnesota. And then a lot of people will be laying in bed with you talking about they having night sweats when they really got that bug. Ooh. And then some of them be having syphilis and they went and got their shots. And then some of them got dingleberries downstairs and they're not going to get their cold treatment. And some of them is not even, doing what they supposed to do. And then the other thing I want to tell you too is 4 DNAs. All DNAs does not mix. So if your body is itching, you do not have chlamydia, you don't have gonorrhea. It's just your blood type doesn't match with their blood type. So if you got an itchy feeling or you burning, your blood is telling you this is not the blood type for you.
Ladies, don't let that man throw your pH balance off.
There you go. And if he doesn't, And if he does not urinate after he ejaculates, that should be the biggest red flag. Y'all have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Al. Thank you.
Oh, that was different.
So today, listen, all week I spent doing interviews. Again, yesterday we spoke to Sade Robinson's mother, my good sister Sheena, and she was able to give us information surrounding the case that the world doesn't know. We interviewed Philly Flyboy and Kenneth Mays and Homer Blow, and we had some amazing conversation. We healed, we let people go, we talked about grief, legacy, businesses, all of the above. But listen, also last week I was super sick. I was extremely sick. Those who know me know I have, and those who don't, I have lupus. So whenever there's a virus or something going around, it affects me a little bit differently. And y'all, it was a wrap. Oh my gosh. Last week was so rough. And I still, was showing up, pushing through it. Then I come this week and we had some amazing conversations. So the past couple of weeks has been a lot. Today, we're going to lighten it up a little bit. I want to do a Friday kickback. Now, we're going to do the Black Household Hall of Fame. This came up because I realized in my parenting that my children do not qualify to be a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame. They have no idea about anything. The only time they get a chance to understand what is when they head to their grandmother's house, to my mother's house. So what does this mean? What is the Black Household Hall of Fame? All right, let's talk about it. The nominees are the Butter Cookie tin filled with sewing supplies. If you have an elder in your family, your grandmama, your mama, somebody, y'all know what I'm talking about, those cookies that they gift on Christmas in the blue tin can. They are so good. They have different flavors and stuff like that. But we recycle those and we use it to fill it up with sewing supplies. Grocery store bags as garbage bags. I don't care how much money I have in this world. I don't care how wealthy, how good I'm living. I'm going to always use grocery store bag as a garbage bag. I mean, I have garbage bags, obviously, right? But they come in handy. They come in handy when it's time to pack that plate up. If you cooking on a Sunday and you got to take your people some food, go ahead, throw that aluminum foil over the plate, put it in a grocery store bag and send it on his way.
So is you a drawer plastic bag holder, or like it's like a whole big old cabinet?
Nah, so I used to be a drawer plastic bag holder but I'm not OCD, but I'm kind of OCD, so it started bothering me. So what I did was I just created a bin in my pantry, right? Not where the food is, but where the cleaning supply is. And then I tie them up little, and then I just stick them inside of there.
I got bags inside a bag.
Me
whole cabinet full of them.
Listen, not just grocery store bags. I keep some store-bought bags too. Like if I'm going shopping and it's a nice, durable bag, oh, baby, that's going to get repackaged. Gift bags, I say, that's going to get repackaged. But them grocery store bags, I don't know, man. That's they might win this one. The living room that can't nobody sit in. Oh, my gosh, listen. I am guilty of that. I never thought I was going to be that auntie that had the living room that don't nobody sit in. The only difference is I don't got no plastic on my couch. But if you was growing up, you know exactly what I mean when you go by your auntie house, your bougie auntie, your grandma house that got the plastic on the chairs and the couch. It's a living room, a sitting area that you do not touch. It's just strictly for decorations. Don't ask black people why. Just know you are not allowed to sit in there. Now, the only exception may be during holidays, but it depends on if that furniture is white, right? The giant wooded fork and spoon. I don't know why this is like the epitome of kitchen decorations.
Like
on the wall? This is like the epitome of kitchen decorations. You walk in like, who told you to go and buy this big ass wooden fork and spoon and hang it on your wall? Listen, we talked about the plastic on the furniture, the candy dish. Now, It's some real history behind this candy dish. My mom is big on candy dishes, and she has the caramel. What are they called? The Weatherspoons. Now they make them chewy. Like, oh my gosh, that and the peppermints, them candy bowls. Yeah, yes. See, come on now, let's talk, man. Listen, candy bowls is most definitely a part of the Black household of fame. All right, now
Werthers.
This is. Yeah, the Werthers. Yep. Though I love those. This is one of the biggest nominees for the Black Household Hall of Fame. That mystery bag of cords. That mystery bag that got all these extension cords. They got the cords that go to electrical radios that you don't even own no more. You just got cords for DVD players. I ain't even got a DVD. It's just always a bag in the house, in the closet, with cords. Where do these cords go? Why are we keeping cords? Like, are we going to recycle them? I don't understand. Another thing growing up, the VCR blinking, 12 o'clock. Nobody never set the time on the VCR. It just blinks all day. So if you are just tuning in, we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. We've been heavy all week, y'all. It's time to turn up and have some fun. The nominees are the butter cookie tin filled with sewing supplies, grocery bags used as garbage bags, the living room that can't nobody sit in, the giant wooden fork and spoon hanging on that kitchen wall, that plastic on your mama or your grandmama couch, the candy dish that can't nobody touch, and that mystery bag of cords. I want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. What do you think belongs in the Black Household Hall of Fame? What belongs in a Black household? I got something for you. A belt. A belt. They be on us like we can't whip these shoes. Listen, a belt and a switch most definitely is a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame. Let's talk about it. 833-212-1017. You can also hit me on the chat. You can hit me on social media at The Jazzy Effect. I want to hear from you. We got to go to break. When we come back, we are going to touch on which generation had the best television shows, the 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. Listen, we ain't here to argue. We're here to state facts. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
In Milwaukee, just 9% of fourth graders can read at grade level. 9%. This is a shameful crisis. Behind those numbers are our kids, our friends' kids, the next generation of Milwaukee. This is what's at stake in the August 11th primary election, the future of every Milwaukee child. Vote for candidates who will fight for all of our kids. Learn more at cfcactionfund.org.
Are you looking for a place to shop that offers a fair market price? You need to visit Century Food Store on 92nd and Lisbon Avenue. This week, buy Kellogg cereal for $3.99. Boneless Southern Style pork ribs for $1.99. Smart Ones entrees, 5 for $10. Apple pie for $5.99. Southern peaches for $1.99. And Tyson chicken nuggets for $5.99. So what you waiting for? You can also order groceries through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart, or stop by Century Foods at 92nd and Lisbon Avenue today.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakomick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakomick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Check it out, check it out. Do what you want, girl, break position.
What's the word, Milwaukee? Happy Friday. It is time to kick back. All week we've been talking about some heavy stuff, but today, man, listen, it's a Friday kickback. We're about to have some fun. If you are just now tuning in, we want to hear from you. What is or should be a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame? Some of the things we were talking about. Man, listen, using your grocery store bags as garbage bags, that plastic on your grandmama couch, the butter cookie tin full of sewing supplies, the candy dish that nobody can touch, and that good living room that you cannot sit in. We got a caller on the line. Tony, are you there?
I'm here.
Thank you so much for tapping in with us. You got a comment on the Black Household Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I'm not from Milwaukee, but I know it's so country. They be having dishes on the dining room table. Dishes and forks and spoons and knives. It's like, who coming over?
Where you from, Tony?
I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Philly.
Okay, yes. So, to that point, you know what? I'm glad I got to put this on my list because that is hilarious. I have no idea what that is about. I have no idea.
Is it just Milwaukee? I just want to know. Is it just Milwaukee?
No, not at all. Not at all. I've been in houses like that. I grew up in a house like that. It's similar to the living room that you can't sit in. It's just there.
In the dining room with the china and the two sets of china. It's a bowl. It's a dinner plate. It's a fork. It's all of that. Like somebody coming over.
Just collecting dust. Can't even use it on holidays. Can't use it for celebrations. It's just there.
It's just there because the mail, everything that you bring in the house is sitting there too. But them dining plates and forks are still there.
Ain't nobody using. We got to do something about that. That most definitely qualifies as the Black Household of Fame. That might actually win. Thank you so much, Tony, for tapping in with us. Make sure you continue to tap in with us Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. To 7 p.m. And shout out to Philly, too, man. Shout out to everybody in Philly. Listen, before we went to break, we were talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. I want to get into something else. Right? I want y'all to call in and tell me what y'all think. What else should be a part of it? While you're calling in, let's talk about one of my favorite topics, TV sitcoms, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000. Who had the best era? This is extremely difficult. This is difficult for me because I am a person who likes to watch all of the old shows, right? I'm only 38, but my parents are old. My father is in his 70s. My mother is in her late 60s. So I grew up watching Cheers and, Matlock and MASH and In the Heat of the Night. My kids be like, what is you watching, right? Let's talk about it. We got a caller on the line. Jerome, are you there?
I'm here.
Thank you so much for tapping in with us. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself today?
I'm doing good.
Well, I wanted to add to the Hall of Fame the most important piece that's always in everybody's house, and that's that big family Bible that nobody can carry.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Where is the Bible sitting at for you, Jerome?
It's usually sitting on the cocktail table in the front yard. In the living room that you can't go in.
Yes. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can lay a hand on it.
It's got some genealogy in it as far back as they can remember. And then we never continued it. So it just stopped at a certain point.
Yes. Yes. You know what? I'm adding that to the list, Jerome. Thank you for that. That is a prominent Black Household Hall of Fame. I don't even think you can have a Household Hall of Fame list without the huge family Bible. Another one, the beads. The beads hanging in the doorway. Listen, I can see you. I wonder, whoever created this, I wonder if they knew what is the purpose of the beads hanging in the doorway. Like,
I mean, it sounded nice when you walked through them.
Yeah, but I can see you, man. It's not covering up nothing. I don't understand.
Forgot about the plastic on the floor, the little plastic liners.
Oh
liners.
my gosh. Do you know how many times I done toe my foot up? Because they got the rigid things at the bottom. Oh my gosh, that hurt so bad. Oh, that hurt so bad. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, you walk, especially in the wintertime. Take your shoes off at the door because you don't want to get the salt on the floor. And you walk on that plastic. Man, listen. So we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. We want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. What items deserve to go inside of the Black Household Hall of Fame? Now, I want to get in. This is going to be funny. This is going to be funny because every generation thinks that their generation has the best of whatever it is. However, sitcoms, I think we've had some amazing Black sitcoms across the board. So what is your favorite sitcom from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s? Which era had the best? We're going to kick it off with the 70s. This is difficult, y'all. This is difficult. Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, 227. Obviously, Sanford and Son is one of the top, right? I am a huge Sanford and Son. Like, I literally binge watch Sanford and Son on the weekends. I'm a huge Red Fox fan. I enjoy the comedy. It is hilarious. That I can't say necessarily what era or what generation has the best TV shows, but what I will say out of the 70s, for me, is going to be Sanford and Son. Now we get into the 80s. You got A Different World. I'm sorry, 227 was not in the 70s. It was in the 80s. You got A Different World. You got 227. You got Amen. Remember Amen with what's his name from the Jeffersons? You got Golden Girls, right? I'm choosing Golden Girls. I am choosing Golden Girls. I am a huge Golden Girls fan. It's nothing you can tell me about those ladies. I adore every last one of them. Oh my gosh. I also enjoy A Different World, not because they say I look like Jasmine Guy, because I'm not gonna lie. I used to run from that, but the older I get, the more I see it. I most definitely favor her, and we so happen to have the same exact name. But A Different World was very prominent for young Black people. And fun fact, a lot of people don't know it was a spinoff of The Cosby Show. It was about Vanessa going to college. So that was something that was major. It was a Black HBCU. There were a lot of rising stars in that show, and it showed what Black culture looked like. So as much as I love Golden Girls, I'm going to have to go with A Different World. Now, this is where it gets a little bit difficult. If you're not watching, you can't see. I rub on my hand like Birdman.
All three of y'all.
All three of y'all.
Listen, no more.
It is getting real. The 90s. Oh my gosh. Martin. Come on, y'all. Martin, Fresh Prince. Yeah. Y'all know that feeling? Every time y'all hear that come on y'all TV show, it's going down. Yes. Bruh Man from the Fifth Floor, right? You got Roscoe. You got so many different characters. Every time I think about Martin, I think about the episode when he had the Rottweiler, the fake Rottweiler. He was running it around like it was real. He was actually supposed to have a real Rottweiler, and they didn't bring one on set. But the entire cast broke from their role. They could not keep a straight face because it was hilarious. I had a chance to watch the reunion, I think, a couple of years ago, and they were saying I never realized how much Martin used to improvise. Like, he improvised so much on that show. They would have a script, and then they would take bits and pieces from it, but the producers allowed them to improvise. And that was one of those moments where he had to improvise.
What about them going on vacation when they said that ain't no
with him and Gina? Listen, oh my God. And that thing was running around everywhere. This is going to be tough. Fresh Prince. So Fresh Prince was a very, very great show. I loved Uncle Phil, but I'm gonna have to go with Martin over Fresh Prince. Living Single. Now, Living Single and Martin, they kind of like neck and neck. I love Maxine. Maxine was probably the most hilarious on that TV show, but I gotta choose Martin over Living Single. Family Matters. Family Matters was cool. I think as a child, you know, when you were young, that was cool. The more I became older, it was like, it's cool. It's all right. I just know for me as a kid, seeing Urkel turn to Stefan was like everything. I think we all was sitting around the TV on a Tuesday evening just waiting to see that. Jamie Foxx. Now, Jamie Foxx TV show most definitely is neck and neck with Martin. When you look at the punchlines, when you look at the script, that TV show was hilarious. Jamie Foxx is hilarious. Moesha, most definitely loved Moesha. I think it resonated a little bit more with the young ladies. But my favorite thing about that TV show was the fact that they allowed them to go to the den and showcase their talents. And it was real life scenarios. So shout out to Brandy, man. I'm a huge Brandy fan. Moesha was dope. Sister and the Wayans Brothers. The Wayans Brothers TV show most definitely was it. But again, for me, Martin is taking the cake for the best TV show in the 90s. When we come back, let's tap into the favorite TV shows of the 2000s. Which one is yours? 833-212-1017. Which era has the best sitcom? It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Our leaders need to stand up to Trump and Tom Tiffany, but Francesca Hong's record is a distraction we can't afford. Bizarre rants against holidays, from Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day, calls to defund the police, voting against protecting kids from sexual predators. We can't trust Francesca Hong to defend the progress we've built in Wisconsin. Call Francesca Hong at 608-266-5342 to say her record hurts us. Paid for by Wisconsin Future Rising.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Kickback. We are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fames. 833-212-1017. What's going inside of your Black Household Hall of Fame? For me, it's the plastic on the couch. It is Tony from Philly called and said the dishes that's on the living room table, that dining room table that don't nobody utilize, right? The grocery store bag that you use as a garbage bag. Listen, to this day, I'm telling you, I don't care how much money I got. Yes, I have garbage bags, but I am using them grocery store bags, baby. You better believe it. We've also talked about, before going to break, the greatest TV era when it comes to Black sitcoms. We moved into the 90s. We were talking about the 70s, Good Times, Sanford and Son, the 80s, Different World, and Golden Girls. The 90s hit different, though. And out of all of the 90s sitcom shows, my favorite is Dun 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 Dun. Roll the clip, Z.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
No, because of what you do to me on the radio.
Damn it, Gina. Now I'm mad. You don't get it, do you? This is childish, Gina. That's all right. You gonna leave, all right? I'm a man, Gina. I'm gonna be all right. This is childish. I want you out. I don't even know why you're still here. Step. Step.
Listen, that is one of my favorite episodes, the most hilarious episodes. If you are just tuning in, we are talking about the Friday Kickback today, man. We had a long work week, some great conversations, but we having some fun today, y'all. What is the greatest TV era sitcom when it comes to Black sitcoms, right? We moved into the 90s, and for me, again, it's Martin. The way that he improvised, the punchlines, the cast, the different roles that he played, from Shanae to Roscoe, to Dragonfly Z. Listen, unmatched. You better believe it. 2000s. The 2000s, you got Girlfriends, The Parkers, 101, The Game, My Wife and Kids. And you know what? Hold on now. Yeah, 101. Yes, absolutely. I am forgetting something in the 90s. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. And LL Cool J had a sitcom too. But Hanging with Mr. Cooper and Sister. Smart Guy. Boy, we had a lot. 2000s, I love 101. I love The Game too. But My Wife and Kids, man, listen. My Wife and Kids most definitely takes the cake for me. Damon Wayans is a genius. He is a genius by far. I think as we move into the 2000s, those sitcoms started to change a little bit. We started to see more of the Law and Orders and CIS and you know, all of that stuff. I'm laughing because every time I think about Law and Order, I think about Mike Epps when he was talking about Ice-T, how he only has one line. He said they didn't cut Ice-T ponytail in his lines. And if you grew up watching Law and Order, you know exactly what I mean, right? That most definitely was a prominent TV show. And in the 90s, what's the other? New York Undercover. New York Undercover was a huge TV show as well. That was a TV show that actually, I think that show and Martin and Brandy really tapped into the hip hop culture. So that's what I miss about TV now. And the reason why I'm bringing up these things, the Black Household Hall of Fame, as well as the sitcoms, is because with so much happening in our lives, man, sometimes we just need to take it back to the basics. Sometimes we need a reminder of how great life is. You know, travel down memory lane. If you have free time this weekend, you know, get with your cousins or get with your homegirls and binge watch some 90s TV shows or some, you know, whatever your favorite sitcoms are. But these are happy moments for a lot of people. These are happy spaces for a lot of people. When you sit back and think about how much we've grown through entertainment, the things that we've seen, the things we've seen come and go. I'm just grateful to have been around because it is part of the Black culture. You know, a lot of back then in the 90s and 2000s, even in the 80s, but mainly the 90s and 2000s, a lot of sitcoms incorporated culture with fashion and with the entertainment industry. And that's something that we don't see, you know, as often anymore. Obviously, you have like reality TV shows with hip hop entertainers, but it was a difference. When you watch Martin, right? He will have Jodeci on there. now that was a funny episode. He will have Jodeci on there, or he'll have you know, Biggie Smalls or somebody. When you watch Living Single, right? You're looking at the fashion, right? And not to mention, Queen Latifah is actually, you know, the person who produced that sitcom and TV series, and she is the person who was singing on the intro of the song. But you're watching these shows. Will Smith, he had probably every pair of Jordans. Every time you watch Fresh Prince, he was real life fresh in real life. Like, he was fitted. It was a statement. When you watch A Different World, they are repping HBCU gear, attire. They have on HBCU hoodies, HBCU merch, whatever the cool style was back then when it comes to the hat and the glasses. It all was about the Black culture. It all was about enhancing and supporting the Black culture. And this is something that we're not seeing. This is something that our babies are not getting the chance to experience. They have yet to experience, you know, things like that. They don't even have TV shows like A Different World and Martin and Sanford and Son anymore. Yeah, I feel sorry for this generation. They missed out on some good times. If you are just tuning in, we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. What are some things that you consider to be a part of your Black Household Hall of Fame? The butter cookie tin full of the sewing supplies. I know somebody listening. I know your mama got that. I know somebody mama got that right now up in her junk drawer. Oh, there we go. The junk drawer. Every Black person has a junk drawer. And here's the thing. Don't judge me. Don't judge none of us because it happens on accident. We literally do not plan to have a junk drawer. Typically, it's in the kitchen, right? It's just a drawer where random stuff go. We don't want to throw it away because we don't know what it belongs to. And we don't necessarily need it either. But in the event we do, just go look in the junk drawer. You got old medical cards, you got pencils, you got safety pins, you got cords that go to a VCR and DVD from 2002. It's all tools and screwdriver. Oh my, the Popeyes honey packs, ketchup packets, the hot sauce packets. Oh my gosh, everything goes in that junk drawer. That most definitely qualifies. That might actually be the winner. That most definitely qualifies to be a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame. You cannot forget the fan in the window. Till this day, guys, I don't care if the AC is on. I have to have a fan in the window. It's something about that fresh air. It's something about the sound that it makes. I don't know why I'm like this, but that's a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame as well. That plastic on the couch. That plastic on the couch on a hot summer day. Oh my gosh. Listen, your butt and your thighs just sticking to the seat. That is a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame. Our good brother Tony from Philly called in and said the dishes sitting on the dining room table. Every time you walk in the dining room, it's just dishes there like you're prepping for someone to come over, and ain't nobody coming over. It's just there collecting dust. No one ever used it for holidays, for a celebration. It's just there. That giant wooden fork and spoon hanging on that wall in that kitchen, somebody grandmama got that as decorations. I don't know why, but it's a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame. Shout out to my cousin Marty Grays. He said the country crock butter container. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The country, listen, you go in there thinking that you're getting some butter, it's going to be some greens and some neck bones. Whatever leftovers you had from yesterday is going in that country crock butter container. Abstract Norris says the Simpson. Absolutely. My brother and me and everybody hates Chris. Yes, indeed. We got a caller on the line. Will, are you there?
Absolutely. How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for tapping in with us.
Hey, I had to just tap in real quick. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. You knew you was in a real black household when you had the supreme bean pie up in that piece.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
the
indeed.
Bean pie.
Yes.
The bean pie, my brother. That right there, hey, you knew you was in a real black house when you had that bean pie.
You know what? I got some bean pies right now in my refrigerator. Shout out to Brother Duncan.
Come on now. Come on now. Talk about them.
Yes.
Talk about them.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for tapping in
Real
with us,
talk.
Will.
No doubt. Peace.
Peace. Yes. I have bean pies in my house as we speak. Shout out to Brother Duncan. He always come through. Let's see. Church fans randomly throughout the house. Robert Land said, church fans randomly throughout the house. Oh my gosh, you had to be there. If you don't know what he's talking about the paper fans that you get from church that got the church name on it.
Oh, with like a little popsicle stick on the
yes.
end?
With the popsicle stick on the end. They're just randomly laying around the house. Now that we're older, we know it's not random because Big Mama didn't have AC. She didn't have central air. You just had to pick up something. You had to just sit down under that fan with that hot air or grab one of them church fans over there and go and sit down. GB says the deep freezer. Yeah, right there in the hallway. Just in the hallway. Just in the way. Just a big ass deep freezer right outside your kitchen door.
Bruh.
Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. We're talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. What on your list goes inside of Black Household Hall of Fame? I want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Looking for fun, adventure, and family-friendly activities this summer? Discover Milwaukee's Urban Ecology Center with locations in Riverside Park, Washington Park, and Menominee Valley. Explore hiking trails, family programs, outdoor adventures, community events, and opportunities to connect with nature right in your neighborhood. Whether you're looking for a weekend adventure or a summer-long experience, Urban Ecology Center has something for everyone. Learn more and register today at urbanecologycenter.org. Nature is closer than you think.
Milwaukee Public School families, the first day of school is Tuesday, September 1st, and there's still time to enroll. MPS offers programs to fit every learner, including bilingual, Montessori, special education, and more. All MPS students receive free breakfast and lunch. Enroll today at milwaukeepublicsschools.org/enrollment. Or visit MPS Student Services at 5225 West Vliet Street, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you for choosing MPS.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome. Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Walk you to the elevator. It's just over here, but so much stuff happens in between there, you know, all types of craziness, and I want to make sure that you get to your room okay. All right now, going up now. All right now, and if you need anything, you know, like ice or whatever like that, or, you know, chocolates on your pillow, or just
Jamie?
something chocolate on your...
What is wrong with you? Do you have to hit on all the guests?
Well. Is somebody green?
No.
Don't worry about it, girl. I got enough flirting to go around for you. Let's bust it. Come on now. Don't you worry about a thing, girl. I see the love in your eyeballs.
Tell me your thoughts.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. Hey, listen, man, it's Friday kickback, man. We've had a long work week. We've had some amazing interviews and had some amazing conversations, but we're turning up today, y'all. Going into the weekend, we need a little bit of fun. So before we went to break, I was asking y'all, what is on your list of Black Household Hall of Fame? The brother in Philly said, hey, man, listen, the dishes on the dining room table that nobody is using, the family Bible that sits that no one can touch. How about that mystery bag of cords? You ever went to your mama house or your grandma house and they just got a whole bunch of cords that don't go to nothing? Why do you have a cord from Radio Shack, man? It's 2026. What about the plastic on the furniture? My cousin Marty said the country crock butter container. Oh, I feel that wholeheartedly. That's for, how about the spaghetti that's been in there for 3 days in them containers? I have one for y'all though. This one is probably the blackest of the blackest when it comes to the Black Household Hall of Fame. The Crown Royal bag. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That velvet purple Crown Royal bag that your mama used for a change. I'm gonna tell y'all how dysfunctional this is, right? How black this is. I never knew until I became an adult that bag was a bag for liquor. That was my hairbow bag.
Bruh.
My mama used the purple Crown Royal velvet bag to put my hair bows inside of it in her change as well. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. The ramen noodles, Jaden Angel said the ramen noodles, chicken and beef. Bruh. Oh, Robert Land says the reused grease in a can on the side of the stove. Oh my gosh, listen, don't you pour that grease out. I only fried that chicken in there one time. I need to use that grease again.
Yeah, like using the bacon grease.
Yes, I need to use that. Don't you touch my grease. Go on and leave my grease alone. Robert Lance also said the church fans randomly throughout the entire house. You go to somebody's house, it's just a whole bunch of church fans everywhere. We also talked about the greatest era of TV sitcoms. In the 70s, you had Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, What's Happening? The 80s, you had A Different World, 227, Amen, Golden Girls, Rock. Y'all remember Rock? The 90s, you had MASH, Matlock, Murder, She Wrote, Cheers, In the Heat of a Night, Martin, Fresh Prince, Living Single, Family Matters, Mama's House, The Nanny, Jamie Foxx, Moesha, Sister, Wayne's Brothers. 2000s, you got Girlfriends, The Parkers, 101, The Game, My Wife and Kids. Listen, it's so many different TV shows throughout the decades that has impacted our culture. Back to the Black Household Hall of Fame, Robert Land says, definitely an elephant or a giraffe statue painted standing somewhere. Absolutely is. And if you grew up in a household where your peoples had, you know, a little style, they had the porcelain doll faces hanging on the wall, right? They had the jaguar statue table. Yeah, the black one, the black jaguar statue table. Do not be running in that living room and run into that black jaguar statue table, because baby,
in the living room where you couldn't
go
anyway.
You're going to mess up your toe. You know how many times I didn't hit my pinky toe on a curio cabinet or that black jaguar statue table? Man, listen. Oh my gosh, the floor TV that you gotta walk up and change the channel on. You do not have a remote. You just got to walk up to it, and you got to put the aluminum foil on the antenna so that you can get the channels, right? This is another Black Household Hall of Fame. This might go down in history. The cable. How many of y'all didn't pay somebody back in the day to go hook your cable? Allegedly. How many of y'all didn't pay somebody to go back there to mess with them wires in the alley and connect your cable, right? Come on, man. If you know, you know. If you from the hood, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Mama ain't got no money for no cable, but she knows somebody she could pay $30 to hook it up. You better believe it. The TV shows, Abstract says MASH is actually a 70s show. It just ran for years. You're correct. Yep, you are absolutely right. MASH is a show for the 70s. When MASH came on, that's when I knew I wasn't supposed to be woke. Whenever I would hear that helicopter, I knew it was not time. I was supposed to have my butt in bed, right? I remember staying up late watching Cheers with my mom, watching In the Heat of the Night. And I still watch In the Heat of the Night to this day. What about Days of Our Lives? What about the what do you call them? Soap operas, right? Now you have reality TV. That's the new soap operas. But growing up, we had Days of Our Lives. You had Murder, She Wrote, right? Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer. Remember Sally? You had all of these talk shows. Donahue. There was so many different TV shows back then. New York Undercover, most definitely by far one of my favorite TV shows. And again, for those who are just joining us, we're talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. The reason being is, man, listen, it's a lot going on in this world. We've had a long work week. We've been through a lot. We had some interesting conversations this week as well, but sometimes we just need a reminder to live. Sometimes we need a reminder of how to take it back to the basics, a happy place, right? Do you remember walking into your grandma's house as a child on a Sunday after church, and you can smell the aroma of her cooking? It's some type of food, some beans, some rice, some cornbread, some neck bones, some roast something. Right? You smell the aroma of the food. There's the plastic on the couch. There's the TV, floor TV model. She's playing her TV shows. You outside playing jacks. Outside playing hopscotch. You know, you got your fake money, your bubblegum cigarettes. Listen, they done gave us everything that we did not need as a child. Wonder why we run around here smoking. We was smoking bubblegum cigarettes. Lord have mercy. But yes, just remembering that feeling of walking into the house or coming home from school, rushing home from school, because we didn't have the TV guide we had was on the TV. You had to go to the TV guide channel to see what was coming on, or you had to get a red book or the blue book, but specifically the red book from the corner store so that you can pay attention to whatever TV shows was coming on. There was no way to go back and watch it. Once the TV show came on, it was on. So you knew that at this time, hey, I got to hurry up making home. I can't really be outside too long because at this time on a Tuesday, man, my TV show coming on and I can't miss it. Shout out to Jasmine West. What's up, Jazz? Jazz says, I got the DVD box set of Murder, She Wrote. The fact that you have the DVD box sets means that you have a DVD, Jazz. You got a DVD player. Bruh. It's okay. You know, it's okay. My mama still got a VCR. This lady has a storage full of VCR tapes. Every movie you can think of that came out in the 90s. The Mummy. All of these old TV shows. Losing Isaiah. She got them on VCR. Playing cans. Yes. Shout out to Jade Angels. Listen, I call that the Ghetto Olympics. The Ghetto Olympics is cans, is street football, is racing, all of that. Flipping on the mattresses in the field. All of that is the Ghetto Olympics, right? Y'all remember going outside into the street lights come on? You going outside, hey, I want to play tag. I want to play cans. I'm about to go flip on these mattresses for the boys, right? Used to make up stuff. We used to go outside and play with bugs, right? Catching grasshoppers, catching bees, catching worms. Like you did not want to sit in the house. I was mad when I had to go in the house, right? Even when the street light came on. Can we just at least sit on the porch? No, you can't get these kids outside. Shout out to Alpha Marty. Marty said eating cereal out of a cake bowl. Why every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating up all the meat, all the hog maw? Huh? I want some pig feet. Huh? He said eating a cereal. Listen, eating a cereal out the cake bowl. I tried to told you. Marty said he has plenty of VHS tape. What you say? You ain't? I know that's right, Z. Double Dutch. Yes, Jazz. Jumping double Dutch. That is an art that we have to bring back. Oh my gosh. It was.
Is jump rope for hearts still a thing?
I think so. I believe. Yep. She just said jump rope for hearts. Yep. I believe they still have it. I'm not sure how active. But that's something that we need to bring back. That's something that we have to show the youth, man. It was nothing like a good old jump rope contest, man. You better learn how to turn and you better not skip the rope. If you skip the rope or it's a lump in the rope, it's going to be a lump in your head. When we come back, we are talking more about the Black Household Hall of Fame and which era had the best TV sitcoms. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
For 18 years, Veolia has done more than treat Milwaukee's water. Our people have raised their families here, built careers here, and been a part of the community. Generations of workers, millions of dollars a year invested in local businesses, a workforce center built to give young Milwaukeeans a real path into good local careers. 18 years later, Veolia is still here because Milwaukee's still home. Veolia, Milwaukee values, committed to its future.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds. Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
One on 1.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media at 101.7 The Truth, as well as The Jazzy Effect. American Family Insurance is a proud sponsor of The Truth for almost 100 years. They've been committed to helping families protect what matters most. Your home, your vehicle, and the dreams you are building every single day. And if you are a part of The Truth audience, you already know you work hard for yours. That's why having the right protection in place matters. American Family helps you stay ready for whatever life brings so you can focus on moving forward. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SIN. Its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, America. Listen, if you are joining us, today is Friday Kickback. It's something we are doing a little different, primarily because it's been a long week, man. Listen, it's been a long week. Last week I was sick. I was pushing through it. This week we had some amazing interviews and topics. But today it's time to kick back and enjoy this weekend. We are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. And let me tell you, this list is long, long, long. The grocery store bags is garbage bags, right? The plastic that's on that furniture. We're talking about the butter container that you put the leftovers in. All of that. Jada said the mosquitoes tore your tail up staying out all night. Man, listen, let's take a back down. Let's take a walk down memory lane. All right. It's Sunday. You're walking into your grandma's house or your house. Got your church clothes on. You smell some beans on the stove, some rice, some type of meat, some neck bone, something. It's just an aroma in the air. Your auntie got on white diamonds. She stopped over to get a plate. Hey, baby, she got the white diamonds on in a roller set with her church dress and her slip and them stockings, right? Go upstairs, change your clothes, eat, go outside, playing outside, catching crickets and playing jacks, going to the park, riding bikes, playing cans and throwing a football in the middle of the street. If it's a hot day, they're going to crack over that fire hydrant, right? Out there until the street lights come on. Y'all remember walking in and like you said in the chat, the mosquitoes. Man, listen. Oh my gosh. You don't even pay attention how badly you've been bitten by the mosquitoes until it's time to go to bed and you itching like you got the daggone chicken pox. I could not stand it. The Miss Mary Mac hand games, the jumping double dutch, the playing tag, right? You are it. Tag. Some of y'all was playing high go get it. Some of y'all was not playing hide and seek. Y'all was playing high go get it with your fast tail. Meet me over here. I'm gonna sneak and give you a kiss on the cheek. Oh man, Marty said dodgeball. Yes, indeed. That pineapple upside down cake. Ooh-wee. Oh my gosh. The Flintstone orange cream pops. Do y'all remember walking to the corner store? Do y'all remember walking to the corner store with either money or the food stamp? Remember the booklet, the food stamp booklet? You had to rip the dollars out, the paper out. Go get you a 25-cent bag of chips, a Wildwood, a Flintstone push-up pop. They had the long popsicles in the big freezer, Almond Joys and Score bars. Come on, that orange slices and cherry rounds. The bubble gum that came like cigarettes. Listen, Double Dutch. The candles. They said the candles when the storm went out. Man, I miss these days, y'all. I do. It's nothing like going back down memory lane. And I really, really feel bad for this generation because they have been deprived. They don't know what it feels like to run home from school to watch a favorite TV show. Again, it doesn't replay. It does not replay. You had to make it on time. If you are joining us, we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. What goes in there? The butter cookie tin full of sewing supplies. You got needles, thread in there. You got the grocery store bags as garbage bags. The living room that can't nobody sit in. That giant wooden fork and spoon decoration hanging on the kitchen wall. The candy dish that nobody can touch. That mystery bag of cords that goes to DVDs and stuff from Radio Shack. And Radio Shack don't even exist no more. And the purple Crown Royal bag. The velvet one. We all know about that. The white stocking with the red hearts on them. Payless shoe stores. KB Toys. Right? Sam Goody. Discman. You got Capitol Court. Northridge Mall. We used to catch the Metro Link in 23 to Northridge every weekend. Shout out to my big cousin Jazz, Big Jazz. Listen, there was no technology. We did not have cell phones. If you had a cell phone, it was the big one. By the time cell phones did come out in the 90s, where it was like super popular, y'all know what I'm talking about, the Nokia phone with the wood grain. The little Nokia phone, you had the game called Snake on there. Remember having to text somebody? You got to type the number so many times just to get the word out. Ringtones, minutes not being free until after 7 o'clock p.m. Then Sprint moved it up to from 9 to 7 and free on the weekends, right? Don't call me before 7 o'clock because I'm going to run out of minutes. I can't talk to you. The smell from the Wilson's leather store. Yes, indeed, Jasmine. Yonkers. JCPenney's Boston store. Abstract said, I think World Market sell some of those old school candies. So I grew up on 14th and Burleigh. We had the penny candy store on 14th and Concordia. If you grew up in that area, you know exactly what I'm referring to. For the kids that's listening, penny candy store is literally what I just said. You can go and get any type of candy you want for a penny, right? The fruities, we was talking about the candies earlier, the caramel candies. One candy I just cannot stand is the black licorice. I cannot stand black licorice, black jelly beans, none of that kind of stuff. Collect calls and fitting in a quick message. Listen, back in the day, for those who are younger and don't know what house phones are, back in the day, we had Ameritech and Bell South, all right? And you had, depending on who house you was at, my mama, she had the house phone that had the long extension cord. So we can go all the way outside on the porch with this phone because we ain't had no money for no cordless phone yet. If you had a cordless phone and your cordless phone had a caller ID, you was balling. You had some money. Otherwise, you just had the phone that you just pick up and then it had the numbers on there. And you had to connect the Ameritech or Bell South little caller ID to it in order to see who's calling. But before that, you have to press *69. The only way you would know someone who, if you missed a call and you need to know who it was, you have to press *69. Press *69. If you didn't want to talk to somebody or want them to know that you were calling, you have to press *67. See, they do a lot of the beef on the internet and texting. We call people on three-way. Wasn't on mute on the phone. Hey, I heard so-and-so don't like me. Call her on three-way. But press *67. I don't want them to know that I'm calling. Buddy Squirrel. Yes, Buddy Squirrel was right here in the 3rd Street Market when it was the Grand Avenue Mall. And they had them chocolate-covered pecans. Oh, my gosh. And the cheese popcorn. Oh, my gosh. That just brought back so many different memories. Buddy Squirrel, yes, indeed, Mighty. Buddy Squirrel was it. The rotary phones, yep, the rotary. And now I'm not that old, but again, my parents are old. And somebody just texted me this movie, and if you from this generation, you know what I mean when I say Mother Dearest. I was scared of that movie as a child. That lady was so mean. That was like watching Mother Dearest and Misery. Oh my gosh. Those ladies used to freak me out as a child. I was so scared. The Yellow Pages. Whoo! Do y'all remember Yellow and White Pages being delivered to your front door with the newspaper? You walk outside and the Yellow Pages is right there. It has all of the businesses in this city information. The White Pages had everybody number and address in it. So if you want to know where somebody live or if you need their telephone number, all you got to do is pull out the White Pages and look it up. And this is an era where everybody was known by their first and last name, right? Oh, that's so-and-so daughter. Everybody was known by their first and last name. Abstract said, speaking of Northwood Ridge, on the weekend, me and my cousins would go. I go to the Grand first, then take the Metro Link, to North Ridge, hang out, then end our day at the Budget Movies. The Budget Movies on Good Hope. Remember Johnson's Park? So for those who was not around back then or wasn't born, there was a movie theater on 76 and Good Hope or Mill Road, one of the other. And Johnson's Park as well. Johnson's Park was a theme park. So you were able to play miniature golf, all of that kind of stuff. It's not there anymore. It's not there, but that brings back a lot of memories. We are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. We are talking about Black culture. We are talking about the 90s, the 80s, the 70s sitcoms. I want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. What belongs in your Black Household Hall of Fame? We got to go to break. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
Educators Credit Union is more than a place to manage your money. They're where your financial possibilities take shape. They're more than transactions. They're conversations about your financial goals. More than numbers, they're community advocates who support free, local events that are accessible to all. They foster community because we are stronger together. Educators Credit Union is people helping people. Become a member at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Wisconsin has the largest black-white academic gap in America, and 22 of Wisconsin's 50 lowest performing schools are right here on Milwaukee's north side. Our kids need more options, more champions, more action. Francesca Hong's plan gives them less. She'd end school choice, limit public charter schools, and shut the door on programs Milwaukee families built for their own children. On August 11th, vote for candidates who fight for our kids. Paid for by Leaders for a Better Community, Inc.
Each early detection, each shortened hospital stay, each quick recovery reminds us why we serve. From first breaths to complex surgeries to rehabilitation that gets you back to your family sooner, we stand ready, quietly preparing, focused, and guided by one promise: to be fully devoted to you. Ascension, Wisconsin. Advanced care devoted to you.
Milwaukee, your weekdays have a new rhythm. Start your mornings with conversations that matter.
Again, I'm the legendary Homer Blow, along with my girl,
Bailey Coleman. Truth in the Morning with Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman. Weekdays, 7 to 9 a.m. Then keep it locked with the voice of the community.
And the more you know and the more skills you have, the more training you have, the better off your community is.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, 9 a.m. to noon. Lunch is on us. Turning up your midday vibe.
It's your boy Ray Nitty and my co-host Maybe Shannon.
It's the lunch break with Ray Nitty and Maybe Shannon, noon to 2 p.m. And don't stop there. Keep the conversation going with The Grapevine with Manan Sabir.
That's right, I'm your host, Manan Sabir.
Bringing the stories and voices you need to hear, 2 to 4 p.m. Then we're closing out your day with energy. Lots of it.
It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct.
Tap in with Jazz Tyler every afternoon, 4 to 7 p.m. Your home for Milwaukee Conversations. The award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Hello, Social Security. This is Fred Sanford. That's S-A-N-F-O-R-D period speaking. Yeah, I applied for Social Security, and what I want to know is, how much will I be getting every month? Yeah, I'll wait. Sanford. If I was you, I'd go on down to the diner and get some breakfast, because this kitchen is closed due to retirement. Hello? Yeah, did you find it? How much? How come? Uh-huh. 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 How you want your eggs?
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. If you are joining us, hey, listen, it's been a long work week. We've had some amazing interviews and conversations this week, but it's time to kick back. The Friday kickback, man. Let's go into the weekend having some fun. So we are talking about the Black household Hollywood fame, right? What items belong in there? We've listed so many. We've talked about sitcoms. We've talked about just the culture back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Shout out to the chat. Babar says, the bowling alley was on 76th and Flores. Now it's a warehouse. People don't realize it, but North Side of Milwaukee had everything. Bowling alleys, arcades, shopping, movies, malls, anything you can think of. Yes. Like we literally used to catch the 23 and Metrolink out there. You would go to Northridge Mall. You can go to the Budget movie theater or Mill Road movie theater. You can go to Johnson's Park. You can go to the bowling alley, the drive-in. Oh my gosh, do y'all remember the drive-in movie theater? I don't even think we have a drive-in movie theater anymore. You pull up, turn it up on your radio, and you can watch the movie from your car. Today's kids would be like, what is that? Babar says, now we got 2 Sitcos right across the street from each other, no grocery stores, and a bunch of fish shops. Listen, what up, Riri? Shout out to my best friend, Sharika. She said, Ponderosa. We used to steal the chicken wings. Ponderosa. Y'all remember Ponderosa right there on Burleigh and Mayfield Road? It used to be, if I'm not mistaken, where McDonald's is, or the At Home. But they had by far the best fried chicken. Ponderosa, hands down, was the best buffet place, period. If I'm not mistaken, the only one they have left is in the Wisconsin Dells, man. We might have to take a trip up there, go visit Ponderosa. Jasmine Jazz West says the High Wire beer at the Grand Avenue Mall and the singing Christmas bears during the winter holidays. Oh my gosh. I remember walking into this place, seeing the singing Christmas bears. They used to have, obviously Santa come down here, all of that stuff too. Listen, Marty says Good Time show aired in Chirac, then Hollywood. McDonald's had the 2 for $12 Two for $2.22. Y'all remember that? The two, they can bring that back. Just don't bring back that McRib. Okay? I don't know who decided to create the McRib, but we don't want it back. We do not want that back whatsoever. Y'all, let's talk about the cars, man. What kind of cars y'all remember from back in the day? Right? When we was in, my favorite car of all time is the Monte Carlos with the T-top. And I love me an Impala SS with the pipes. Oh my gosh. Remember the cars used to have, you had to roll the windows down manually, right? That's why some of y'all got that strong arm. Some of y'all got that strong right arm for other reasons, but because you had to manually roll down that window. You had ashtrays built inside of the car, right? You had the velvet seats. You had the the cigarette lighter. Man, times has changed. 8 tracks and CD players in the car. They don't even make CD players in the cars anymore. Remember, you had the snatch out face. If you was really bumping and you was really popping and you was pee water and you had that system, you had a snatch out. You had the snatch out face. You had the sounds in the back. You had the Cadillac, right? You had the rims. Them ain't 20s, them 10s, but I keep them clean. Listen, it was a time. Babar says pause. He said, Babar said, I still roll my window down, pause. Listen, station wagons with the wood panels. I don't even think that they make station wagons anymore. My mom used to have a friend that would pick us up from school in that station wagon. Man, I used to be so embarrassed. Like, nobody want to ride to school in a station wagon, man. No, everybody piled up. This is one memory that I do remember. Waking my cousin, my aunt Cher, waking me and my cousins, Mercedes and Gio, up about 9:00 at night, and we all pile up in a car to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Man, I was talking about surprised the heck out of us. That's when Chucky had a little weight on him. I think Chucky smoking crack because Chucky is skinny. I don't even take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese because it went downhill, but he looked like he on dope in Al voice. He on dope. Something wrong with him. But those type of memories, just waking up, going outside. Remember the summertime, you couldn't wait. I used to wake up at 8:00 during summer break. When I was a kid, 8:00, I'm getting dressed, I'm eating, and I'm going right outside to play with my friends. We outside from 9 a.m. until the street lights come on. 9 a.m. until the street lights. Contemporary Jazz Station 93.3. My stepfather, rest his soul, Jimmy Lee Smith, that man used to keep his radio on 93.3. And that's one of the reasons why I love jazz music to this day. That was one of my favorite radio stations growing up. Oh my gosh. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Marty says, Jazzy, I still got the face. A CD player in the van. Cadillac has a station wagon. 80K miles on it. Remember the vans that had the beds in the back with the blinds? I might have to go invest in one of those. Right? I might have to go invest in one of those. Now, one of the things that this generation don't know about either is the early 2000s, the late 90s, when everybody, was starting to get dial-up internet. You can afford a computer. And the first thing we had, it wasn't really Google or Gmail, it was Yahoo. AOL. AOL, right? You didn't have GPS.
You've got mail.
Yes. You had dial-up internet. If you wanted to, so in high school, I used to have they didn't have a name. He wasn't a producer or DJ. He just used to make mix CDs. You come to school, write down a list of all the songs you want, and he'll mix it and put it on a CD for you, but he had to use LimeWire or something else in order to download the music. You got to sit there with the dial-up, wait on it to dial up. The internet moves slow. Then you got to use LimeWire in order to download the music. Talk about a tedious process, okay? Talk about a tedious process. Having that fresh outfit on the bed the night before the first day of school. Oh, that feeling. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him tomorrow. I promise you, you do your hair in the mirror, iron your clothes, lay them on the bed. You really wake up tired because you be out all night, up all night. You're so excited, right? So excited to get up and go to school the next day. Lay your outfit out. Man, I'm going to kill him tomorrow. I promise I'm going to be fresh. Then after the first week of school, you back in the same clothes you had on last year.
But when you get to school, how are you showing it off?
Man, listen. They used to, so back in the day, we used to wear, my generation, we used to wear Jordans, but we had Dookies, Reeboks, Sauconys, all of that kind of stuff. And this is when I was in high school, this is the era of, this is 2000, 2001, 2002, the era of the oversized clothes. So all of the guys had on jabots and oversized jeans and 3X t-shirts. Nobody was wearing belts, nothing like that. Everybody had on headbands. We wore jersey dresses with some K-Swiss or some Reeboks. I might have had a couple pair of female jabots too, but you didn't do too much, man. You just put your clothes on. It was more so about the accessories, right? It was about matching.
But you didn't go up to like the pencil sharpener for no reason, just to sharpen your pencil, just to show it off.
Listen, you gonna skip class for sure. Oh, we going to class late. If I'm going to school looking good, I'm going to class late because I gotta walk past that boy I like. I want him to see me. I want him to see what I got on today. Okay, I'm matching. I got on a red shirt and some white pants with some red shoes and a red belt. And I got my ponytail that's a fan. Or a updo, the horseshoe, right? French roll with the finger waves. Come on, man. Is he like, I don't know. Marty said I had an Oldsmobile Station 1985 Chrysler custom van with the bed in the back. Yes, I think I want a van. I think I want to get a van and I want to trick it out. Somebody call Exhibit. I need him to pimp my ride. Jazz said old school MPS lunches, mock chicken legs, them chicken sandwiches and tacos. Listen, the mock chicken legs, I have to tell you, oh my gosh. Mock chicken legs with the mashed potatoes and gravy, the peanut butter bars in the chicken sandwiches. Listen, certain things you just cannot touch. You cannot touch my mock chicken legs and you cannot touch my chicken sandwich at school. We're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. But Bar said, I saw you, but I wasn't bothered. Listen, hold on. First of all, let me tell you something, Babar, okay? Because if you seen me, you was bothered. If you seen me looking fly, you was bothered for sure. We got to go to break. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. Do not touch that dial. When we come back, we will continue this conversation. The Black Household Hall of Fame.
Giants who have come before me.
I am grateful for those who changed yesterday.
But I live in today.
And I pledge I will help shape tomorrow.
Milwaukee College Prep Scholars honor Black History Month not just during February, but each and every day they walk through the door, preparing for a better life for themselves and the world around them. Enroll your scholar at MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
Our leaders need to stand up to Trump and Tom Tiffany, but Francesca Hong's record is a distraction we can't afford. Bizarre rants against holidays, from Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day, calls to defund the police, voting against protecting kids from sexual predators. We can't trust Francesca Hong to defend the progress we've built in Wisconsin. Call Francesca Hong at 608-266-5342 to say her record hurts us. Paid for by Wisconsin Future Rising.
Freedom has a history. Come experience it. Visit the Milton House Museum, Wisconsin's only certified Underground Railroad site open to the public. Tour the historic 1844 Inn, step down into the cellar, and walk through the underground tunnel in the footsteps of freedom seekers who risked everything on their journey to liberty. Hear powerful stories of courage, sacrifice, hope, and determination, and discover Wisconsin's connection to the Underground Railroad and the fight for freedom. Guided tours of the Milton House are available Tuesday through Sunday through Labor Day weekend. Learn more at miltonhouse.org.
Craving something fresh, fun, and absolutely delicious? Then head to Goody Gourmets, celebrating 20 legendary years of gourmet popcorn that's bursting with flavor. From sweet to savory and everything in between, every batch is handcrafted with premium ingredients made to bring joy to every bite. Stop by 6369 North Green Bay Avenue and discover why Milwaukee can't get enough of Goody Gourmets. Open Monday through Saturday. Treat yourself today at goodygourmets.com. Goody Gourmets. Fresh, delicious, legendary.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 1017 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
It's me. Not realizing my responsibilities. It's me.
101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee. Mark your calendars. Join us for a Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverside University High School. It's free and fun for the entire family, featuring great music, community resources, family activities, and back-to-school support to help students get ready for a successful school year. Interested in volunteering? Visit the Truth Family Fest website at truthfamilyfest.com to complete the volunteer form or by emailing Sierra Brown at CIERRA.brown@MilwaukeeBlackMedia.com. Bring the whole family and experience one of Milwaukee's favorite community celebrations. Truth Family Fest, Saturday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Special thanks to Educators Credit Union, American Family Insurance, Milwaukee Public Schools, Artists Working in Education, City of Milwaukee, DCWS, and Acision for helping making this event possible. If you are just now tuning in, we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. Listen, Mitch just put something on my mind, y'all. It's a couple things. How many of y'all used to take the chip bags and put them in the oven to make keychains? The stuff, how unsafe is that? The stuff we used to do as kids. We used to take the chip bags, put them in the oven and make keychains. Then you had the plastic weave. You know how you take the plastic and weave it and make the keychains as well? We used to take the popcorn cooked on the stove, not microwaves. We didn't even have a microwave. We had to cook the popcorn on the stove. Absolutely. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's right, Marty. I still eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to this day. Babar says he had a Nuvi. Oh, listen, let me tell y'all story time. My very first crush ever, Kenneth Williams. Kenneth and I both went to Hartford Elementary, but Kenneth was older than me. When I was in 5th grade, he was like in 8th grade. He had a gold herringbone. So he used to wear, y'all remember the old school Guess fits and the Nautica reversible jackets that had the plaid on the inside and the blue on the outside? Oh, the Havana Joes. He had a Nuvi with the gold herringbone. It was something about the guys with the Nuvies. They was just so fly with the Koji sweaters, the starter jackets, the Charles Barkleys. Oh my gosh, something about them movies. But I wouldn't have been paying attention to you, but Bar, since you tried to throw shade at me, right? Talking about something. I see you, but I wasn't paying attention to you. Yeah, all right. All right. How many of y'all ladies used to match everything? You got on red pants, red shirt with a white belt, white shoes, your hair bow red with the white socks that roll down. The chip back chains, yes. Absolutely. The chopsticks in your French roll or or your bun. Absolutely. Having to use MapQuest. Having to actually print out your directions, right? We're not talking GPS. We're not talking about connecting your phone to your car. We're talking about you have to go to MapQuest, put in an address, find a printer, and print the instructions out. And in order to get around the city, you had to remember. My mama taught me this at a young age. A lot of these kids, they have no idea about how a sense of direction because they depend on GPS. If you are, I only remember because of where I grew up. So when you're going north, the numbers go up. When you're going south, the numbers go down. That's the easiest way to remember. Burleigh is always the 3100 block. Capital is always the 40 block. I be trying to tell my students and tell these kids, but they don't have a sense of direction. We had it rough. We had to do MapQuest. We had dial-up internet. We only had one family computer, and we only had one family TV. Wasn't no TVs in the bedrooms. There was no TVs in the bedrooms when I was growing up. The TV was in the living room because when it was time to go to bed, it was time to go to bed. Now, there was nothing like being able to spend a night. Shout out to my childhood friend, Trinette Harbin, and her mom. Man, listen. Oh, I used to love spending a night by their house. We spend a night and we take a trip to Blockbuster. Go to Blockbuster, pick out your favorite movie. Shout out to the chat. I see Jazz said Whitney Houston and Brandy and Cinderella Sister Act 1 and 2. Yes, you go to Blockbuster, pick out a movie, go home and pop some popcorn over the stove, right? Memories. Passing folded notes. How many of y'all was in class passing folded notes? I like you. Will you be my girlfriend? Yes or no? Getting caught and the teacher reading your notes out in front of the entire classroom. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. How embarrassing was that? Abstract said, I'm so glad I didn't get a wave nouveau. Would have been looking like one of the 5 heartbeats. And my hair probably would have fell out sooner than it already. And my hair probably would have fell out sooner than it already did. Listen, you can say what you want about the movies. I'm telling you. If you was one of the young ladies back then, we all loved the guys that had the wave nouveau. The wave nouveau and the Coogee fit. Havana Joes, the Pelly Pills and Avrex jackets, the Nautica jackets that was reversible. It was nothing like a guy with a fly car in that movie, in that gold herringbone. I'm telling you. Homemade burgers and crinkle fries. You know what, Jazz? I still do that to this day. But I toast my bread and I put that butter on it. For real. My mom used to, that's how I learned it from her, but she used to wake up frying chicken, right? And I could never understand why. It's because she used to have a hangover. She used to have a hangover. Why your mama always eating chicken at 9 o'clock in the morning? Because she's drunk. With them banana peppers. All right. Jazz says the test when you filled it out in a circle with the pencil. The teacher grade book. Y'all remember the teacher's grade book? Y'all remember sneaking up to the teacher desk? Y'all remember them pulling out the TV on a TV stand and wheeling it out in a classroom? That's how you knew it was movie time. You know it was movie time when they rolled that big old TV out. It was going down. Listen, it was going down. Again, we've had such a long week, man. It's been a lot going on. A long work week. A lot of things happening. And in the midst of the chaos and confusion, sometimes we just have to take it back to the basics. Sometimes you need reminders of why life is good and why life could be worse no matter what you're going through. Sometimes you need to remember how it started, even if you don't know how it's going to end. Sometimes you just need to feel like a kid again, right? You just need to feel like a kid again. That feeling of your crush or somebody you like, and when you finally get that phone call and they on the phone, or you sneaking out the house to go and see them. Hey, meet me. Ladies, y'all remember we used to go walking for no reason? Like, where y'all about to go? Walking? Walking where? I don't know. We just walking. Being fast. Me trying to get cute and meet some boys. How many of y'all was around for the chat line? Before Facebook, before Instagram, before MySpace and Black Planet, we had the chat line. The chat line was just a party line. You call in. You can be whoever you want it to be, but you call in. You know, the guys that get on there and they'll be like, yeah, what's up, baby? This, Ron, I'm off 24th and Capitol, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a lady that looked like 5'5", light skin with brown eyes, you know what I mean? Be out there in his little deep voice trying to catch on the chat line. Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid in the Ziploc bag with the sugar on the back of the school bus. The Kool-Aid with the sugar in a Ziploc bag on the back of the school bus. And you ain't sharing. And you going to school, you going to get in trouble when you get home because now you got all this red residue on your hand and mouth by the time you pulling up to school. When you ain't supposed to be going to school looking no other way than how your mama sent you looking. Going to school looking a mess. Listen, them back of the bus stories. Oh, how many of y'all got beat up on the back of the bus or was beating people up? It was going down on the back of the bus. That's all I know. It was going down on the back of the bus. The back of the bus was only for the cool kids. If you was not a cool kid, you could not sit in the back 3 to 4 rows. Marty said, I still drink Kool-Aid. I haven't had Kool-Aid in so many years. GB says the church bus that picked up all the neighborhood kids in the summertime. Man, when I used to spend a night by my friend Trinette house, I know for a fact that church was going to be a part of the whole summer vacation every day. If I'm over there for a week, we going to church every single day. I love you, Anita. I promise I do. But man, listen, we're going to church on Monday. We're going to Bible study on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we might get a break, but it's still going to be something with church. Thursday is choir rehearsal. Friday is when all the church people come over. Saturday is when you get a chance to kick it a little bit, but not too much because you got to prepare to go to church on Sunday. You pick your dress out. You got your white stockings on, your slip, your little white socks with the ruffles, your heels. You know, back then we didn't have the fancy hairstyles. As a kid, you just had the ponytail. That's it. Put your hair in a ponytail with the sponge roller for the bang. Ain't got nothing silk press. Hair ain't been pressed out or nothing. Listen, we are talking about the Black Hall of Fame. I want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. Hey, man, it's a Friday kickback. We having fun. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, yo, what's up? What's my theme music?
The Truth. Happy Friday, Milwaukee. We are taking it back. It's Friday kickback, man. It's been a long week. Time to lighten up a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. We are talking about the Black household Hollywood fame. We have an amazing list here. If you are just joining us, listen. What is one thing that's going on your list that's a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame? Is it the butter cookie tin full of sewing supplies? The grocery bag stores that you use as garbage bags? That good living room that you can't sit in that got that plastic on that furniture? Or that Crown Royal bag, the purple velvet one? Because I know some of y'all mamas use that for something. Mine use it as my hairball bag. We are going back down memory lane, man. Sometimes you just got to take a step back away from the reality and just go to your happy place, man. You know, go to your happy place. For me, my happy place was youth. When I was growing up, you know, the culture, the state of Milwaukee, the environment, walking outside, knowing every last one of your neighbors by their first and last name. When everybody on the block was growing up together, generation after generation. Your parents grew up with their parents. Now their kids is growing up. The ice cream trucks. I ain't talking about the new police ice cream truck. Ain't nobody buying no ice cream off no police truck. That defeats the purpose. They scared. Y'all scared the kids. We need the regular ice cream trucks back. Y'all remember when the ice cream trucks used to pull up? And what about the cotton candy truck? Now, when that big dog pull up, oh my gosh, talk about exciting. They got the popcorn. They got the freezer with all of the ice cream bars. They got the cotton candy. Man, listen. What a time. What a time. Marty says church was 9 days a week. When we go as teenagers, my mom didn't make us go to church a lot. My mom didn't make us either, but every time I spent the night by my friend Trinette's house, most definitely we was going to church. I promise. Jazz said, don't mess with the good Chinaware. Not at all. Don't touch nothing in that curio cabinet. Don't touch nothing in that china cabinet. My grandmother used to have her punch bowl set, and she would only bring that out when it was time for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You better not go in there touching nothing. GB said, the stove pressing comb. Listen, that and the Ultra Sheen grease, a disaster. Talk about, I'm traumatized. I am traumatized from getting my hair pressed by my auntie, Myrtle Victoria Dugar. That lady, oh my gosh, I never ever want my hair ever pressed again because of that. I don't use a hot comb on my children's hair either. GB says, your shoes ain't nothing without the BK button. That's a bar. I might have to use that. That's a bar. Books full of photos. Yes. My family is a very traditional family. We have photo albums dating all the way back to the 1950s, right? Dating all the way back to the 1950s. Jazz says the East Bay magazines. Oh, East Bay magazines, the J.C. Penney catalog. Do y'all remember? I don't know how many of y'all ordered the Swanson Man. They used to have the truck. I think now they do like Hello Fresh or something, but we used to have the Swanson Man. The J.C. Penney catalog and the East Bay magazines. What a time. I remember going inside the East Bay magazines, ordering the Ken Griffey Jr. shoes, the starter jackets, all of that stuff. It's like they had all of the exclusive material. Pencil boxes. Marty says we could not walk in the front room, period. Them plastic carpet runners. That's what we was talking about earlier. I know y'all didn't mess y'all foot up on them plastic runners. Listen, I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why they was created. And I don't know why our parents chose to purchase them. But I am seeking compensation. If you've ever been injured by the plastic carpet runner, please call 833-212-1017 because you are entitled to compensation. I have so many wounds behind that daggone plastic carpet runner and that black Jaguar table. That table, oh my gosh. Listen, I done hit my pinky toe on that thing so many times. Jazz said the cassette CD, listen, remember you used to have to stick the tissue in the tape, in the cassette tape in order to record the radio show on the radio, whatever you was listening to. Stick that tissue in there, stick it in there, and then you got to flip it around. Oh, I used to be so mad. I remember the first tape I ever got, my cousin taped over it. And I was pissed. This is 92, Jodeci. My mom bought me some Jodeci boots. I had my hair done. I had the glasses. I had my Jodeci cassette tape. And my cousin went and recorded over my tape. And she was older than me. She was a teenager. And nothing I could do about it. But I wanted to fight her so bad. Why would you do that to me? What about your CDs? Don't let your CD get scratched. See, that's a different kind of pain. That's like the pain of when your record gets scratched. When that CD, when your favorite CD got scratched, you can't play it and it's just skip it. Heartbroken. Madi says Cook Brothers was a retail store. Jazz West says Sesame Street, the puppets. Man, Madi's talking about Playboy magazine. We know what type of time he was on. Playboy magazine. Oh my gosh. We are talking about we're talking about culture, man. We're talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. When you was growing up, what was a part of your Black Household Hall of Fame? How did y'all grow up? What was something that was mandatory inside of your house that is prominent in Black people's house all over? Old tube TVs, black and white. Yep, that's those floor model TVs. You got to put the antenna with the aluminum foil. It don't even have a remote control. You was the remote control. Go and get up and change that station for me. Turn to this channel, turn to that channel. Listen, you was the remote control. We didn't even have that. I was saying earlier, she said she was a hater. We couldn't even play anything back. You had to rush home. I remember in high school, I was a huge fan of Rap City in the Basement with Big Tigger. And 106 The Park would come on. And we would rush home after school every day to watch it because when they had special guests because we didn't have cable. The only time we had cable was when we can find somebody to pay $30 to hook it up in the back of the house. Listen, them was the days. I got a plug. I know somebody that could connect your cable for real. Yep, I got you. Cool. Now we got all the channel. It's going to get cut off in about 60 days, but it's okay. We going to get those 60 days worth. GB just took one for the cake. This by far is at the top of the list of the Black Household Hollywood fame. The Box Music Channel. Come on now. The Box Music Channel. I remember when Chris Rock had a song in there, No Sex in the Champagne Room? So many videos aired on The Box. You could call in and request the videos. Oh my gosh. What a time. What a time. The Box music video. The Scratch and Sniff stickers. Boston baked beans. Y'all remember going to the store to get some Boston baked beans? I still eat them joints today. The Boston baked beans. Soul Train. Yes indeed, Marty. Soul Train hit different in black and white. Man, staying up till 12 o'clock to watch the Apollo. And after that, BT Uncut, come on. Hear my brother and my cousin in there. I need a tip drill. I need a tip. Listen, staying up to midnight to watch the Apollo. And that used to be a competition. Who can stay up the longest? Remember when all your cousins used to come over and y'all all spend the night at your grandma's house? Who can stay up the longest? We gonna watch, we staying up to watch the Apollo and Soul Train. I like Soul Train with Don Cornelius. I like Shamar Moore, but when it transitioned over to Shamar Moore, it just didn't have the same feel to it, right? Still, he said, still in cable hit different. Absolutely do. All of the junk food was cheap. You can take $1 and get a bag of chips, a candy bar, a soda, and something else, all for $1. All for $1. You can get a Wildwood grape soda, a Almond Joy, some chips, and some Boston baked beans for $1. I think that's going to round up to about $5 right now. Babar says, I still eat those Boston baked beans, but you got to have strong teeth. You most definitely do. Jazz West says, Real World on MTV with Ruthie. Had to sneak to watch it. Listen, The Real World was like one of the first reality shows. For those who are young that is listening, this is pre-social media. This is pre-reality TV. Reality TV was right outside your neighborhood. Right outside that door, right? Bound to be some neighborhood fights, bound to be some arguments, something, but there was no such thing as reality TV other than TV shows like The Real World. Remember Cedar's World? Cedar's World, baby. Listen, Cedar's World had it popping. Cedar was like a cartoon character on BET. They used to do the countdown. So many shows. We were also talking about the era of sitcoms and who had the best sitcoms. You got the 70s with Sanford and Son. Obviously, that's going to take the cake. Y'all already know. Y'all know. That's going to take the Jeffersons, Good Times, What's Happening. Then you move over to the 80s with The Different World, 227, Amen, Golden Girls, the 90s, Martin, Fresh Prince, New York Undercover, Living Single, 2000s, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, 101, My Wife and Kids. The list goes on and on and on. I want to hear from you. 833-212-1017 or hit the chat. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We got to go to break. Do not touch that dial.
Yi Leng Zhang was born in Warsaw, the son of refugees who fled communism in search of freedom. His parents taught him that freedom comes with responsibility. And for Yi, that means being accountable to every person he serves. School board treasurer, county supervisor, village trustee, a nonprofit leader. Yi Leng Zhang has managed multi-million-dollar taxpayer budgets at every level. And now he's ready to be a watchdog for Wisconsin. That's why Yi is endorsed by Senator Tammy Baldwin. Baldwin says Yi brings, quote, real budget experience from the school board, the county board, and the nonprofit world. She says he'll, quote, protect our school trust funds, return unclaimed money to families who earned it, and bring accountability to an office that demands it. Yi Leng Zhang for State Treasurer, a watchdog for your money.
Paid for by Yi for Wisconsin.
Are you looking for a place to shop that offers a fair market price? You need to visit Century Food Store on 92nd and Lisbon Avenue. This week, buy Kellogg cereal for $3.99. Bone & Southern style pork ribs for $1.99. Smart Ones entrees 5 for $10. Apple pie for $5.99. Southern peaches for $1.99 and Tyson chicken nuggets for $5.99. So what you waiting for? You can also order groceries through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart, or stop by Century Foods at 92nd and Lisbon Avenue today.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Yo, easy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your Yo, it's good to see you, son.
Daddy, I hope you don't mind. Easy walked me home from school today.
Well, I drove. She walked because she ain't had no gas money. That's the way you handle it. Yo, you like family up in here, Mom. Word? Yeah, you like family. Yo, Mr. Kyle. That's beautiful. Hey, no more Mr. Kyle. No, I want to hear Mr. Kyle come out of your face again. I want you to call me Mike Love Did.
Dad, are you okay?
Yo, I'm straight up in here. You know what I mean? I'm a little hungry, though. Yo, Ease, could you talk to your shorty? Could you talk to her? Get some video? Can I get a sandwich or something? No doubt. Yo, shorty, go ahead and make Mr. Mike Love Did a sandwich over there.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct. Thank you all so much for tapping in with me. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at 101.7 The Truth and follow us on social media at TapInMKE. Listen, it's been a long week. And we are jamming. Shout out to the chat line. Sherry says, Jazz, stop playing. I still have my AOL. You've got mail. I don't even know anybody that uses. Is AOL even? Apparently it is. Sherry, she's probably the only customer. Sherry is still using AOL. Ben still uses AOL. Listen, come on now. Y'all. Y'all got to get with the program, man. We are talking about the Black Hollywood fame, the Black household Hollywood fame and things that belongs, your upbringing, what's a part of that, right? We've talked about TV shows. We've talked about items in the house. We've talked about it all. Now let's tap into the music and the movies, right? Shout out to the chat. I see Jasmine West says, I have Crush Groove on DVD. I have a major DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS collection. Alfonso says, Living Single Martin, we miss you, Tommy. Harlem Nights, yes indeed. Players Club, Friday, In Living Colors. Listen, y'all know what time it was when you hear, you can do what you want to do in living color. Listen, brilliant. How can we not mention In Living Color? That was by far the GOAT of all sitcoms. That's what started it all for the culture. Absolutely. Babar says that he is still on Black Planet. How is that working out for you, Babar? I'm interested in learning. How is you being on Black Planet working out for you, man? I didn't even know Black Planet still exists. I might have to hop on Black Planet. Earlier in the chat, they mentioned 93.3, the jazz station, right? And it made me think about, do y'all remember those commercials? Y'all remember those Smooth DVD commercials? Baby, come to me, Joanna.
You talking about the little music commercial that be on all night?
Yes.
Like the best music of the 90s.
Yes. Lady in Red. The smoke, man, listen, you hear that, you know it's time to go to bed. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you hear that, you know it's time to go to bed. That was a time, the culture. It was a time. You had some amazing singers, some amazing movies, amazing music. Movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s. JoJo Dancer. Rest in peace to Richard Pryor. What y'all know about JoJo Dancer? Let's see. Harlem Nights. Madi mentioned Harlem Nights. We talking nostalgic movies, right? Y'all remember Fresh? Y'all remember what's the movie with OG Bobby Johnson? What's the movie with OG Bobby Johnson? Deuce, like that came out in the early 90s. Man, listen, Lifetime collection commercials had the gems. That's what it was, Jazz. Lifetime collections. That's exactly what it was. Abstract said all those game shows that came on Nickelodeon and PBS in the late 80s to mid 90s. Remember the game show Gladiators? I remember watching that when I was a kid. Gladiators. I was a huge WWF fan too. The Undertaker, Steve Austin, Ric Flair. Yeah. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Colors. The movie Colors. Babar said, I'm still doing HTML for people pages. MySpace. I remember when MySpace came out, the putt-putt, golf, go-karts, fair games, winning toys. Listen, Double Dare, Guts, Truth or Dare. How many of y'all was out there playing Truth or Dare? Karate shows used to come on at night. The Rock, and you know what? I mentioned that earlier, Jazz. I don't know if you're talking about The Rock on WWF or the TV show, but I remember the TV show The Rock. Madi says, Living Colors had better ratings than The Simpsons. I mean, I was a huge fan of The Simpsons. The cartoon era was crazy, right? Cartoon, Tom and Jerry, Animaniacs, dinosaurs. Did y'all have the Bernstein Bear books? Y'all remember the book fairs at school? I ain't never had no money for the book fair. We was poor. I didn't have no money for the book fair, but I used to go and window shop the Goosebumps books, the Bernstein Bear books, the Babysitters Club, all of that stuff. Car Wash, Madi says Car Wash original movie. Yes. I think this weekend I am going to pull that up. Flintstones, the Jetsons. Man, we had some very, very, very dope cartoons, music, movie, just the upbringing overall. The Scholastic Book Fair. Exactly, Jazz. I wanted the Babysitter Club's book collection so bad. Never had the money to get it, but I always wanted it. Book mobiles used to come to different neighborhoods. Inspector Gadget, Ghostbusters. Listen. The list goes on and on. If you are just joining us, we are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. What are the things that's a part of the Black Household Hall of Fame? What was the culture like when you were growing up? The movies, the music, the cars, right? The colognes, what you smell. My auntie loved white diamonds. Walk in the house, smell nothing but white diamonds. My mama used to wear opium. Still wear opium to this day. It's so funny because my daughter came to me and was like, Grandma gave me some perfume. And she had this look on her face. And I was like, what's wrong? It smelled like old lady perfume. My mama got my 9-year-old walking around with a bottom of opium and white diamonds. Poor baby gonna go to school. They gonna say, who grandmama is that? That gotta be somebody grandmama in here smelling like white diamonds. Smelling like Ben getting some white diamonds. Jazz said Aladdin, 101 Dalmatians, and Lion King, the original Lion King. Yes. All the Disney movie period. But boy, I just showed my kids Baby Kids. I just had them watch Baby Kids and they was lost. They did not understand. That movie is hilarious. That movie is hilarious for sure. What's another cartoon movie? Fat Albert. That was a good cartoon. Jazz West said church hats. Listen, my Aunt Cher had she had so many church hats and they was so big. She used to walk down the street with a bikini suit in her in them big old church hats. Man, but I'm bringing all of this up again because it's been a long week. It's a lot going on, and sometimes we just need a reminder of that it's okay to laugh. It's okay to take a step back from reality just for a little bit and go down memory lane and think about the things that make you happy. It's not sometimes your childhood isn't the happiest space for some adults, depending on how you grew up. But for a majority of us, and for us in general that grew up in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, the culture was rich, right? It was a good time. And not only was it a good time, you have been around to see the old Milwaukee versus the new Milwaukee. You know, we talked about Johnson Park, the movie theater that used to be on Mill Road, the Budget Theater, Northridge Mall, Buddy Squirrel, Sam Goody, Discman, right? Where you actually could go inside of the store and listen to the CD live. You can get a preview of the album. It was so exciting. I don't even, listen, the excitement of downloading someone's album is no longer there. Because all you have to do is click a button. We used to walk to Discman on Fond du Lac and wait in line for an album to drop. Or you going to Blockbuster. I'm sorry, Walmart. But we would walk to Discman, Sam Goody, wait in line for that album to drop. It was a time you just had to be there. We was waiting on shoes and stuff, but it was the culture, right? The drive-in movie theater, pulling up to the drive-in, turning it on your radio so you can listen and watching the movie in your car. Those times are priceless. Jasmine West said, Michael Jackson Moonwalker movie. I remember falling in love with Michael Jackson. I don't think there's not one child from our generation that did not love. When I seen Thriller and Do You Remember the Times? Oh my gosh. I knew right then that man was going to be my man. Oh!
Remember, we used to download, they used to have Bill Clinton on all the downloads when you download it.
Me. Oh my gosh.
If it didn't say Gangsta
Grills.
It wasn't a real one.
For real. All the mixtapes. Oh, mixtape era was crazy. When we come back, we're going to finish this conversation. It's Friday. Kick back with your girl, Jazz Tyler. Time to tap in 101.7 The Truth.
Game day starts here. The Atrium Sports Lounge, your new headquarters for every touchdown, buzzer beater, home run, and championship moment. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. Located in the heart of Milwaukee's Deer District at 1110 North Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Milwaukee. Be among the first to experience Milwaukee's newest sports lounge where every game feels like a championship event. Follow on Instagram at Atrium Sports Lounge MKE. The countdown is on. We'll see you soon.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way, improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
One on 1.7 The Truth. How many of y'all used to wake up on that Saturday morning or that Sunday morning and your mama got the 3-tier radio bumping Anita Baker? I apologize. Woo! Listen, that smell of that pine sol and that bleach. Y'all know what time it is when you hear them old school jams, man. Get your butt on up and start cleaning. Yes, indeed, you are officially tapped in. We are talking about the Black Household Hall of Fame. Shout out to the chat. Jazz said, Jazz, I needed this episode. Seriously, honestly, I did too, Jazz. I did too, twin. That's why I did it, because it's a lot happening. We've had some amazing shows this week, and I'm grateful for that. But I just been in the spirit of missing the old Milwaukee. I have, and I'm learning to think about how it used to be, and then create that in today's world, if that makes sense, right? You have to find a way to stay sane. You have to find a way to laugh, to have a good time. And sometimes you just got to go down memory lane because it's a safe space, right? That feels good. When you start thinking about all of these things, it reminds you of where you come from. It reminds you of culture. It reminds you of who you used to be, how far you've come. And these are the things that we have to continue to instill in ourselves, because in today's world, there is no such thing as tradition anymore. A lot of people don't have tradition. These are a part of our tradition. Remember the movie Ghost? The movie Class Act? Yes, indeed. GB says artists used to come to town and sign posters, records, tapes, etc. Man, you know what? Everybody's so accessible now. They don't understand. Everybody is famous. They're not celebrities. It's a difference. Famous is you're known, you're popular, you're famous. A celebrity is somebody that, like a Michael Jackson, like a Chris Brown, like a Denzel. If they come in town and you see them, and remind you, this is pre-social media. So outside of celebrities coming into town, we didn't see them unless they were on TV. We did not see them on social media. They were not accessible, right? That's why they were high value. And when they come, it used to be exciting. The feeling you would get. They come in, like you said, sign posters, and have sit downs in the middle of the mall and have fireside chats, right? Marty says, I love Anita Baker. Listen, my mama used to play Anita Baker, Sade, Barry White, Marvin Gaye, the Gap Band, Funkadelic. Man, listen, Shy Lights, Leroy. Come on now. Come on, talk to me. What songs did y'all grow up cleaning up to? If you know, you know. Thank you, Marty. Marty says you made my day, Jazzy. Thank you so much. GB says, I promise I saw Don King driving down the street when I was 6. Listen, I remember, I don't know if y'all remember, this isn't all the way back in the day, but I remember when Busy Bone was here for like a week. He was just walking down Wisconsin Avenue living his life. You would be surprised how many celebrities actually be in the city of Milwaukee. GB, that part, the cops used to give us baseball cards. Now that I do remember. I remember playing out in the neighborhood on the block, and the cops would stop and give the kids baseball cards. Now, whether or not I took them is one thing, but it's the fact that they did. They used to stop and give out baseball cards. If it was hot and we opened up the fire hydrant, they didn't even turn it off. They didn't, they just let us do us. That was a fun feeling too. Walking outside and it's hot and that fire hydrant busted open, oh, it's going down. What about the block parties? What about the block parties? You wake up and you see the street is blocked off. That means everybody who's originally from that hood is on their way. Everybody that's originally from that hood, even if they don't live there no more, they on their way. It is going down. You got to put the best fit you got, your cross colors, your Carl Kanai, whatever, your Cool G fit, put it on. The block party today. The block party is today. Yes, indeed. You have a blessed weekend as well, Marty. Thank you so much for always tapping in with us. Listen, we just going down memory lane. The black culture in Milwaukee is something that we have to reminisce on and continue to talk about, man. For real. Our upbringing was so prominent. Our upbringing is our traditions. These are things that we now have to start showing our babies. They don't know what these things are. My children, me and Misha was just in here talking about the Walkman. Remember the Walkman? And the cassette Walkman. I used to have mine 24/7. My children like, what is that? First of all, what is a CD? And how this is a portable CD player with headphones, and y'all just walking around with this big old CD player and headphones? Yes. Yes, indeed. Or that leather CD book. Shout out to my brother Lance. He had the coldest. He had all the CDs. He had a thick old leather book full of CDs. You got to turn it over carefully. You got to make sure you clean it and put it in there without it scratching up. Don't scratch up my CD, man. You scratch up my All Eyes on Me, it's going to be All Eyes on you. You understand? Abstract said, for y'all music lovers, y'all got to check out Ravinia Music Festival in Highland Park, Illinois. Anita Baker performed at that festival a couple of years ago. I'm going to have to go back and check that out. New Jack City, yes, indeed. Come on now. When y'all hear that song, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, y'all know what time it is? Y'all know what time it is. Yes, indeed. You know what time it is. K-Swiss. Yep. K-Swiss. Remember the K-Swiss with the different color shoestring loops? When them joints dropped, the Sauconys, the British Knights, the Reeboks with the peanut butter bottoms, the Dookies, the Ken Griffey Jr.'s, Patrick Ewing's, Charles Barkley's. Come on now, what y'all shoe game was like? What was y'all shoe game like? Cool in the Gang with Morris Day and Time. Woo! JDC says, Jazz, my auntie and uncle had a popular soul food restaurant. I met all the celebrities just like us famous people. Perkins, yes. Anybody that's from Milwaukee know that Perkins is the spot. They had the best, when I used to eat pork, they had the best smothered pork chops by far. Them in bungalows back in the day. You was going to Perkins and you was going to bungalows. And if you was in the Burleigh area, you was going to Cooper's on 13th and Burleigh to get them good old hamburgers. Man, Jazz, are you married? No, I am not. I've been divorced for about 8 years. I am not. Jazz West says, she went to the show in 2018. I would love to see Anita Baker perform. I absolutely would love to see her perform. The batteries needed for the Walkman and CD cassettes. Y'all ever put y'all batteries in the freezer? I don't know who told me that would work. It did not. It did not. What about the video games? Mortal Kombat, right? Sonic. Y'all ever had the video games? NBA Jam. 2K when it first came out. Listen.
Hey, I was on 3 copies. On the first 3 copies.
What? 2K? Listen. It's been an amazing week, y'all. Next week, Monday, we are going to be joined by Dr. Howard Fuller. For those who don't know, Dr. Howard Fuller actually is one of the person who was a part of creating the school voucher program. And we all know in this governor's race, they are talking about a specific candidate. Hong is talking about she doesn't want it. So we're going to sit down on Monday and have a conversation with Dr. Howard Fuller so that we can, he was also the superintendent of MPS in the 90s. So he'll be able to break down how imperative this is, how it started, what happens if we don't have it. Tuesday, we got another special guest. If you're from Milwaukee, man, and you know the culture, you know who Flyer John is. All right? Flyer John deserves his props. Okay? Because don't know, that's bruh man. That's hustle man from Martin. That is hustle man from Martin. Don't nobody hustle more than Flyer John. We're going to show some love to Flyer John on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got Loud Pack Larry in the building and another legend, Sandra D. If you was around in the 90s, you didn't go to nobody to get your hair done but Sandra D. And Thursday, we're going to kick it off with something new, Ladies Night. I'm going to bring my best friends on the show so we can sit down and have some relationship talk about sisterhood and all of the above. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me. Make sure you spin that block tomorrow, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tune in to Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman in the morning, followed by Sherwin Hughes, The Lunch Break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon, and then Manon. And then, again, double back. Tap in with your girl. Thank you all so much, Milwaukee. Have a great weekend. Don't eat too many cream puffs. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth. Peace.
But baby, can you pop it on me with no hands? I'm in town just to have a good time. Kicking up dust, stepping at the trail ride. The brown girls lit, drinking on that moonshine. Then me and Shorty locked eyes, creeped up on her from behind like, what's your name? Where you from? It don't matter who you hear when I'm no one. Do you bake, baby, cause you got them cakes, baby. I'm down for whatever, let's have some fun. Came all the way from I-94. I'm just a city slicker kicking down southern doors. You say you got here from town and now 55. But baby, is you familiar with 69? Yeah. Smooth like a player, I'm a Mac, baby. Once you hook, you was cooked, here's a rap, baby. You just a